Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. Former President Rodrigo Duterte couldn't care less about the International Criminal Court continuing its probe on his administration's drug war. His ex-spokesperson Harry Roque told News 5 that Duterte still believes that only Filipino courts have jurisdiction over him. The former president is also reportedly not eyeing any other legal remedy, with Roque maintaining that the ICC has no power in the Philippines. On Tuesday, the ICC denied the country's appeal to suspend its investigation on the war on drugs.
Wala po. Talagang ang naging reaksyon ni dating Presidente PRRD ay wala akong pakialam dyan. No? Dahil sa mulat-mula, sinabi niya na tanging mga Pilipino lamang at mga Pilipinong hukuman ang pwedeng maghusga sa kanya. Ang kanyang hamon sa mga tao na sa tingin nila sila ay naging biktima ng karahasan sa termino niya, magsampa kayo ng kaso at haharapin niya lahat ng kaso niyan.
The so-called drug war architect, Senator Bato Dela Rosa, is also unbothered by the turn of events. Dela Rosa was National Police Chief during the height of the war on drugs. He also said he is willing to be arrested only if Philippine authorities will be the ones to carry out the arrest.
Expected ko na yun, yung kanilang insistence na makialam sa ating domestic affairs dito sa ating bansa. Consistent sila na ganoon talaga. So, hayaan mo sila. Maniguro rin ako. Bakit hindi ako pupunta doon sa mga bansa na friendly sa ICC?
Meanwhile, there are also some reports that Vice President Sara Duterte is now allegedly included in the ICC's investigation. According to news outlet Vera Files, the probe is related to her supposed role in the war on drugs when she was still mayor of Davao City. This is the first time that VP Sara's name has been mentioned in relation to the ICC investigation. The Vice President gave a simple no-comment remark in her response to her reported inclusion in the probe. In other news, the Philippines now has a sovereign wealth fund. President Marcos signed a controversial Maharlika bill into law on Tuesday, despite staunch criticism from some lawmakers and economists, including a consortium of UP's top economic experts. The Maharlika Fund is the first of its kind in the Philippines. Its goal is to park state funds into all sorts of investment instruments to help fund priority programs. The final copy states that the initial capital of 75 billion pesos will come from Land Bank and Development Bank of the Philippines. Bangko Sentral dividends will also be used for the first 2 years of the fund. A briefer handed out to Palace reporters state that Finance Secretary Ben Jokno will sit as chairperson of the MIF board. This runs counter to assurances made by Marcos Jr. that the fund will be run by financial experts. The president went on to clarify that Jokno will serve as part of the board but will not have a direct hand in managing the fund. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. The Social Welfare Department's food stamp program was launched in Tondo, Manila on Tuesday. President Bongbong Marcos led the pilot implementation of the program, which is among the DSWD's priority initiatives. At least 50 families initially received an electronic transfer card containing 3,000 pesos, which they can use to purchase food items from DSWD accredited partner retailers. Aside from Tondo, this program also was rolled out in some parts of Cagayan, Bicol, Caraga, and BARMM. Marcos Jr. said the problem of hunger and malnutrition remains, which is why the government is taking steps to address it.
This is the continuing part of all that we have tried to do so as to be able to achieve yung tinatawag na walang gutom. And for those who are not speaking Tagalog, walang gutom means no more hunger. And that is the dream of this administration.
Preparations are underway for a new Ayuda program for all public vehicle drivers, but only members of cooperatives will be eligible. The Transportation Department has allocated 2.5 billion pesos for the fuel subsidy for all public utility vehicles, including tricycle drivers. However, the LTFRB said it plans to release a policy that only drivers with modern jeepneys will be given fuel subsidies. This is in line with the government's December 31 deadline for jeepney drivers to form or join cooperatives.
Pag hindi ka naman nag-consolidate by December 31, hindi ka na rin mabibigyan ng iyong prangkisa. Di ba? So, bakit pa namin kayo bibigyan ng fuel subsidy kung wala ka na rin prangkisa? Saan mo gagamitin yung fuel subsidy na yan?
In weather, PAGASA is still monitoring a low-pressure area near Mindanao. The LPA is expected to intensify into a tropical cyclone either today or tomorrow and will be named Egay. There are no direct effects yet from the weather disturbance, but its trough and intertropical convergence zone will bring scattered rain showers in some areas. These are Eastern Visayas, Caraga, Bohol, Camiguin, Misamis Oriental, Davao de Oro, and Davao Oriental. On the other hand, Metro Manila and the rest of the country can generally expect fair weather, but with chances of rain in the afternoon due to both the ITCZ and localized thunderstorms.
Bagamat may binabantayan nga tayo na maaring maging bagyo, posible ho kasi mga early next week pa ho o bandang linggo pa natin maranasan yung mga pag-ulan na magiging dala nito.
And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.